Hello everyone and welcome to Amatarasu Riddle Star. This is the second time I've recorded this because I had something happen that I've never happened before with any game I've ever recorded. So the game recorded okay. The weirdest thing is that, the text boxes were blank on the recording, and I've never seen that ever happen before. It was the weirdest thing. I'm like, what the hell happened? And I really can't explain it, so I have to redo it. So I'm using window capture instead of game capture. But I just it just blew my mind. I can't believe I've never had that happen before. So anyway, and this is fine now because I tested this. So anyway, this is Amatarasu Riddle Star. Just came out on ManagaGamer.com and Steam. There is an intro to this game, but I can't show it because there is nudity in the intro, which is surprising, to be honest. Yeah, there's a little nudity, so I can't show it. So we're just not watching the intro at all. So unfortunately, I played like 30 minutes of this, and then I get to replay it all, which is so much fun. So I'll just start the game. It was a pretty story, though. It got kind of crazy, but you'll see. I was bored. Even if the subject of the surreal rumors I'd hear might sound interesting, leaving my heart pounding in anticipation for the briefest of moments. At the end of the day, things that happen in the real world are bound by the restrictions of reality. And so all rumors end with a realistic conclusion. It just served to make me accept that reality was inescapable. So I turned to books, particularly fairy tales filled with dreams of children or young adult novels filled with adventure. The worlds in those books were without limit, and I could explore them on wings made of boundless imagination. The stories they told were things I could never experience in reality. Compared to them, the real world was nothing but a bland, bone-dry desert. No matter how far you might search for water to quench your thirst, it would end up being a fruitless endeavor. Even now, in the middle of this parched world, stars stretching out across the eerily empty sky shine down upon my loitering self. Being able to see the stars in the city is nothing new. This place's nickname is Starfall Hill. Hill. Why do I always say it like that? Starfall Hill. Very romantic, if you can say it right. This small hill, without anything around it to obstruct the view, is a well-known stargazing spot for the inhabitants of the town of Hoshigino. You're peppy as always. Anyway, if this is a picnic, let's eat. I'm starving. Inside the lunchbox that you opened up were several standard picnic-style sandwiches. Only they were all elaborately made, with the bread carefully cut in the shape of a star. Aw, that's cute. As for me, who's somehow out here this late, my name is Doumoto Takaya, and I'm an average student attending a school in Hoshigino. On the last night of spring break, I was invited by my childhood friend Arisa Yua to go out on a nighttime picnic. Nighttime picnic might have a strange ring to it, but basically boils down to eating food while looking at the stars together. Apparently, worse ways you can spend your evening, that's for sure. Alright, well, thanks for the food. No. You're not going to eat anything, Yua? You're skinny. You need to eat. Hard to eat while you're staring at me. It's weird and awkward, and I don't like it. Well, if you want to look, I'll let you look as much as you like. Looking's free. Touching's gonna cost you. With a sigh, I picked up a plastic toothpick with a star at the end, of course, and brought a savory piece of fried food made with soy sauce and potato starch into my mouth. That sounds really good. Man, I really want some sweet and sour chicken right now. Let's see, about 70 points? Well, to tell you the truth, her food's good enough to give it 100 points already. Yua's lunchboxes are absolutely delicious. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say they're the reason why I came along to begin with. Eating homemade food alone together under the night sky might sound romantic to an outside observer. But as long as it's Yua I'm eating with, there's just no way it would come to that. It's not even that she's my childhood friend. No, Yua is... And just as I thought that, Yua spread out her arms wide behind me and then clung to me tight. Her breath tickled my ear. Oh, we're starting. I'll say it time and time again. As long as I'm with Yua, there's no way it could feel romantic. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, it does. That's Ursa Major, though. That's Camelopardalis. That's a sweet story. I see. Bound together like a rice ball, huh? That's the spring triangle, though. I shrugged my shoulders with boredom as listening to Yua prattle on and on enthusiastically about her new original constellations. Hoshigino has a slogan claiming that it's the town closest to the stars. A rural town at a high elevation to begin with, but apparently they keep their nightlife to a minimum in order to keep the sky dark and clear so that the stars are always bright. The reason why Yua loves stars so much is probably because she was raised here. But although she loves the stars, she doesn't do anything the normal stargazer would do, like use a telescope or research what she was looking at. You know what, for her, that's the magic in it. Learning that the star, was like C78-1016 or whatever, some crazy, scientific name like that. It's like, that defeats the purpose. Some of the magic is stripped away. And, in constellations, people see lots of things in different constellations, Maybe she sees omelet rice constellation, that's what she sees, and she's happy with that. So, that's just, that's sweet. That's what space should be. It should be a thing of wonder and just awe. Instead, she makes up her own original constellations and invents stories about them. Ptolemy would faint if he heard it. I know I'm not one to talk since I like reading fairy tales, but the fact that she can still get so passionate about the kids' stuff is amazing in a way. The stories that you had told were filled with dreams, the kind of stories that a fairy tale lover like myself would enjoy, but I couldn't put my imagination into the stars like she could. In reality, stars are nothing more than fiery balls of gas. Forcefully lumping together unrelated stars, separated by countless light years to make constellation is, well, from the first moment, making such I picked up an egg sandwich while making sure Yua didn't hear me sigh. And it was at that moment... A long thread of light ran from the heavens to the ground and promptly disappeared. Wishing on a shooting star? You still believe that stuff? Why not? If you wish on a shooting star, your wish will come true. I hurriedly shook my head as I saw something superimpose itself over you. Nice. What?
私はすごいことに気がついてしまったのです。ほら、どんなお話でも神様の国、天国はお空の上にあるでしょ?
Yeah?
人は死んだら星になるとも仏様になるとも言うし、仏様って神様のことだもんね。
But we are made of stars. Stars are just made of chemicals, and but we're made up of the same chemicals. So in a way, we are born of stars.
あと、人がお願い事をするのも神様かお星様だし、だからお星様は神様なんだよ。
The true stars aren't in the sky. The true stars are down here on Earth. People you love and care about, and people who make you happy. Those are the real stars. I see. Being forced on you as line of reasoning, I said something resembling agreement.
信じる者は救われるのです。だから、たっくんもお願い事しよう。
Okay. Gradually, I gave in and joined her in her wishing game as I looked up at the starry sky with reluctance. Oh, might as well. I already joined her for the picnic and ate her food, after all. I owe her something, at least. A wish quickly came to mind. Of course, even if I were to make such a wish, there's no way it would actually be granted. I mean, I know that. But I think humans can't help but hold a belief, no matter how small, in miracles. It might be a strange way to put it, but we tend to forget the obvious fact that reality is realistic. Well, there are some people who believe that the world is filled with wonder, like you are, but those people can never be bored. If I was going to have any wish granted, any wish at all, like you had told me to, I was trying to make a wish that wouldn't be granted. I couldn't help but find what I was doing amusing. While saying things like that can't be possible, I still had expectations for something fun and wondrous to occur. I guess I'm just human after all. My wish is, quench the thirst that is my boredom. Oh, what a coincidence that a second one would come at just that time. Huh, yeah, real lucky. As you was generally jealous of me, I couldn't help but lament over such a huge waste of luck. However, it didn't end there. Huh? A third one? Oh, there's so many. What the? Meteor shower. A fourth, a fifth, a sixth. There were so many shooting stars. It was like the sky itself was moving as they rained down from beyond the heavens. A meteor shower. They didn't say anything about this in the news today. Yua opened her eyes wide in a daze, captivated as she was by the rain of light covering the night sky. But the most surprising thing of all would come after that. The shooting stars aren't going out. The shooting stars didn't disappear, and they seemed to be sucked in toward the lights in Hoshigino. And then... with a mighty impact, everything around us was surrounded in light and bright enough to turn our vision pure white. Don't tell me, a meteor? No, a meteor shouldn't light up like that. Makes no sense. What's happening? While we remained in shock from the sudden strange event, the light and shaking eventually died down.
あれ何も起きてない。
From what we could see from here, there was nothing different about the town's landscape. What was that just now?
あ、また
In the night sky, now clear of the meteor shower, a single shooting star remained.
街に落ちませんように、街に落ちませんように。
Oh, the shooting star is changing its course.
わあ、よかった。これで街には落ちなさそう。流れ星さん、お願い聞いてくれてありがとう。
No, I don't think that's what... Huh? That shooting star... Isn't it headed in this direction? The white ball of light drew closer and closer. Whoa! Oh god. The shooting star hit the middle of the hill, causing small tremors to reverberate around it. Ah, looks like it didn't come for us. Ooh, thank goodness. You and I were slightly relieved to see that we were both just fine.
ちょっと落ちたところに行ってみよう。ちょうど帰り道だし。
Yeah, let's go. After cleaning up our lunch boxes, we headed to the impact zone with tense looks on our faces. What will we find? And what was waiting for us there was... house.
あれれ？何これ？
Think those are real sweets? Is this like Willy Wonka's house? A single house with a fantastical and out-of-place shape had appeared. This house wasn't here when we passed by.
でもなんか可愛い
It is
家だ
kind
ね。
of cute. Very cozy looking, you know?
ドアが開いたよ。
Someone's coming! Tied in the bushes. You and I quickly hid and watched from a distance. What we saw was... It's a bunny girl. A single girl walked out from the house in a timid fashion. What the... I couldn't see her face well from here, but I could tell that there were two long and thin things bouncing on her head. And the shape of those long, thin things was reminiscent of... Well, how do I say this?
あれ、ウサミ、
Dude, shut up! I hurriedly covered Yu's mouth. Right, they looked like rabbit ears, and two of them were indeed growing out of her head. What's with her? Is this cosplay? Here's that twitch and move of real rabbit ears, am I right? Slice it. But rabbit ears attached to a human head are impossible, so they must be fake. That's what I concluded anyway. And during that time, she walked with a hop in her step, as rabbits tend to do, to the front of her house and looked down at the town from the hill. Earth. The final frontier. And after looking around restlessly, she let out all of her breath in a single go, as if the whole thing had deeply moved her. Find it. What's she looking for? Hey, she's running towards the town. Seeing her exit the scene, you and I left her hiding spot. I might be talking nonsense, but weren't her ears just like really realistic? I mean, she was talking about Earth too. Just like an alien. No, it can't be. Things like that don't happen in the real world. I mean, there could be aliens out there. And the aliens could potentially be bunny girls. It's not impossible. I mean, the world is a very vast, almost infinite place. I mean, odds are there's something out there. Hey, why do we have to exactly? You kidding me? We just saw an alien. Tell me you wouldn't chase that thing? Hey, yo, wait! Seriously, I'm impressed she can still be so carefree with all the supernatural stuff happening. I can't see her anywhere. Ooh, I'm out of shape. I gotta work out more. Oh my god. I'm gonna keel over. Hang on. In the end, we couldn't catch up to those rabbit ears and we leaned up against a wall trying to catch our breaths. Doesn't look like anything's changed in town. Seriously, what were those shooting stars? But just when my train of thought embarked from the station, it happened. Bell. My heart, which was beating fast with fatigue, started to beat even faster. Was that the sound of a bell? But what's this feeling? Bell tolls for thee. Bell rang again, and my heart beat faster. Again, what's going on? When I heard that sound, before I knew I almost read that as one word. Knew it. My feet started to move by themselves as I unsteadily walked to where the sound of the bell guided me. Must find bell owner. The sound of the bell is getting louder. Am I getting closer to the source of the sound? Right when it had rung its loudest yet, the sound of the bell stopped. Where is this? A voice. Where are you? Huh? From above? Hey, how's it going? Looking up, I could see another girl, different from the rabbit earlier, smiling at me as she sat on top of a tree branch. This girl, In an instant, my attention became fixated on her appearance, especially her two differently colored eyes. A bell's on her waist, so that was where the noise came from. As I thought that absentmindedly, an indescribable feeling welled up from inside me, leaving me speechless. What is this feeling? It feels kind of painful and kind of sad. A heavy and unpleasant feeling I'd never want to experience again. Who are you? A shooting star? I had no idea what she was saying, but what's your name? Even though I knew I shouldn't get involved with someone so suspicious, I couldn't help but be curious. I like love? And what do you mean by maybe? Does she have amnesia? Even though I had my doubts, I couldn't take my eyes off of her. And then her smile instantly faded as though she had suddenly noticed something. Huh, don't tell you what. At that moment, just as a gust of wind blew, I felt myself being drawn deeper into her eyes, like looking at the sun and the moon. Ooh. When the wind stopped, she had already descended the tree and was standing right in front of me. She suddenly drew close and buried her face in my chest. What are you? Remaining in that position, she stayed still for a while. Before long, she looked up at me. Huh? Distinctly different from her smile earlier, the smile she wore as she said that made my heart skip harder than it ever had before. How do you know my name? Huh? Oh, Yua! As I turned around, I saw Yua, and the clouds began to disappear from my mind. Oh, sorry, I was just curious about the sound of that bell. Look over. Wait, huh? When I tried to point to the girl named Ai, all traces of her had suddenly disappeared. No, wait, just over there was... I looked around to make sure she wasn't up in the trees or something, or on top of a fence, but there was no sign of her. How strange. What's that sound? As we looked up toward that sound... Huh? Some kind of large black shadow was passing through the sky and blocking the starlight. Is it a bird? Birds that are active at night are rare around here, especially ones of that size. Yeah. That's a bird, alright. That's like a griffin or something. Seeing the large bird-like creature coming for us, Yua ran away as fast as she could. Of course, so did I. Is that really a bird? That's not way too big for a bird. Hey, Yua! Oh, maybe it was because she'd been running around looking for me, but Yua was completely exhausted. Damn it, it's found us already. Well, without even thinking, I held Yua tightly, intending to shield her because we're so sweet. Huh? The bird went away. Maybe it wasn't after us to begin with, but it flew back up into the air as if nothing had happened. Oh, we're saved! That's awesome. Oh. Right now, it looks like I pushed Yua down on the ground. Our faces are only 10 centimeters apart. Yua's actually looking rather sexy. Maybe it's because she's so sweaty. But despite the sweat, and like a man, she smells kind of sweet. Like strawberries. Feeling her soft mounds pushing against my chest, I hurriedly separated myself from her. Right, Yua's growing up to be a woman. Wait, why am I thinking about Yua like that? She's my childhood friend. No one's ever had a relationship with their childhood friend before. This doesn't happen. Practically taboo. I do something like kiss you. But more importantly, I'm glad nothing happened. Yeah. We were just almost killed by a gigantic griffin-like creature. But hey, you almost kissed me. That's weird. Yeah, there are sure some weird animals out there. Calm down. That's probably some kind of condor that escaped from a nearby zoo or something. Right, nothing strange is going on. Only boring things ever happen in reality. The meteor shower hitting the ground and the bright light was probably something else entirely. That house was probably there from the start and I just happened to meet two weird girls one after the other. That's all. Typical Thursday night. Alright, let's go home for tonight. Whoa! Oh, that was a baby. That was not a baby sound. What's that noise? Babies cry all the time. Why is she making such a scared face? This isn't a horror story or anything. There's no way weird things will keep happening over and... Huh? What's with the footsteps? The baby's crying. Is the baby walking towards us? The sound gradually drew closer behind us when we turned around. What the hell is that? It's a baby pig. Human-faced pig. A pig with the head of a baby was looking right at us. Ah! It's hideous. The human-faced pig slowly drew closer to us. That was a monster from hell. It's okay. Eat me. What? This time a man with an impossibly large, cracked open head came running at us, holding a piece of his face in his hands. Oh my god. I'm with you. It's coming back. The pig's coming back. So is the bird. God, what's going on? From that point on, we ran here and there in a panic, and in the end we had no idea which road we took or which way we went. And finally we ended up in a place that we knew very well. Oh, this was the front gate of the school we went to, Akashiro Academy. Anyway, at least we're not lost. Good thing, right, Yua? What's wrong? Why are you just staring at the school like... Huh? What had somehow replaced the school building was... a frickin' castle? A very fancy castle? Our school turned into... what? What the hell's going on? Yeah, it's really amazing at this point. Anything goes, I guess. Hearing a girl's voice, I turn around immediately, but... is that I? Suddenly some ball-like object came hurling at me at high speed, and I quickly avoided it. That was close. What are you doing throwing something like that? Besides, I'm the one who wants to know who's there. As I picked the ball up off the ground... what? The ball's talking to... whoa. What the hell is this? The fuck is going on? Ahead! Oh god. Don't come over here. Ugh. Ah. You know, I said we wanted a little more excitement in our lives. But this is not what I had planned. Suddenly something caught my shoulder, and when I turned to look to see who it was... sure, here you go. A headless girl who was holding onto my shoulder as I heard her voice coming from the direction the head was in. And with that, I finally collapsed on the spot. I mean, come on, it was just too much.
おやおや、相変わらず弱虫だな、高谷は。やれやれ、しょうがない。
As my consciousness faded out, I could feel my body getting gently lifted up. What the hell? Wow, they're pounding mochi so energetically today, too. Whose voice is this? I wonder what flavor mochi has. Does it taste creamy like moon, I wonder? The girl's voice. No, a young child's voice. Okay, so this is the king, this is the queen, these are the soldiers. I wonder what kind of people they are. This is a scary person, this is a cheerful person, this is a... Can't put the conversation together. Is this a dream? But I feel like I'm floating, which isn't so bad. When people die, they become the stars. And if you wish upon a shooting star, your wish will come true. Oh, well, I'm sure everything that's happened was all just a dream. I'm sure tomorrow I'll be back in the desert of the real, living out my boring but peaceful life. I should just give myself over to the warmth for now. This world really is fun. I can't wait for tomorrow. Well, I think that's going to do it for the quick look of Amatarasu Riddle Star. You can buy it right now on ManagaGamer.com and Steam. Probably uncensored. It seemed to be on Steam anyway, since I can't show the intro because of some scenes at the end of the intro. But if you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. And I will see you all next time on another quick look on Monday. So take care, everybody, and have a good day.